Hi, yogis, and welcome to this twisting vinyasa flow class. Now we're going to start sitting. Take your legs out in front of you with the knees bent to the edges of your mat. Lean onto your hands behind you with your fingers pointing away from your body and take a few rolls of the knees from left to right. Now, unlike when you do this lying on your back, keep your bum on the floor on each side. So we're just rolling the thigh bones in the hip joints from side to side, not tilting the pelvis from left to right. Pelvis is completely stable. Shift the shoulders back away from your chest. Lift the chest up high. And then next time knees come to center, slide your feet in to touch each other. Wrap your left arm around the front of your shins. Keep your right hand back behind you and take a twist. So calves and thighs squeezing in tightly. If you can't get your knees to touch, take your feet a little bit apart so that the knees roll in towards each other and squeeze them in tight. Turning forwards, wrap your right arm around your shins or your knees and take the left arm back. Keep lifting up out of your lower back as you circle to the left. And then circling forward, slide your legs straight out in front of you, flex the ankles, keep the left leg straight and bend your right knee up, coming to Marichyasana C and circling around to the right again. If you're taking left arm to outside of your leg, sink the shoulder down. Hugging your arm around your knee usually takes you as deep as you actually need to go in your warm up. Often we take the arm to the outside of the leg in the warm up, and our bodies are not sufficiently warmed up to actually go as deep into the twist as we need to with that arm on the outside of the leg to get the proper release. Okay, and twisting, right leg straight, flex the ankle, bend your left knee up, circle around to the other side. So I often see this with people who are not that open in their backs. They take their arm to the outside of the leg. It actually pulls you a little bit out of the twist. So for the warm up, I like to do arm around the leg so you can really squish your chest in to touch that left knee or thigh. And untwisting yourself. From here, we're making our way onto hands and knees. Once you're on all fours, we're going into cats and cows. Arch the spine and the chest down. On an out breath, round your back up to cat. And then inhale and take it back down again. Keep rolling with your breath. Spreading the fingers on the mat so none of the fingers are touching each other. And then coming back into a flat spine. Stretch your right leg back behind you. Bring your right hand over underneath your nose and take a twist, left arm all the way up. As your arm goes up, lift this right thumb up as well. Don't sink it down. That's what it's going to want to do, so don't let it. Bringing left hand to the mat. Drop your right knee and change, other leg back. Slide the left hand underneath your face and then twist the right arm up. As the right arm goes up, left hip goes up as well. Make sure that you keep breathing. Bringing right hand to the mat, left knee down, and from here taking your downwards facing dog. From down dog, taking feet forwards to hands. Keep the right fingers on the ground underneath your nose and twist left arm up. Keep looking down to the ground and pressing your knees out away from each other. Make sure that you keep breathing here. And then bringing left fingers to the mat, twist the right arm up. Shift your weight forwards into your fingers and into your toes. And releasing the right arm down. On an inhale, rise, floating arms over your head. Exhaling, hands to chest. We're moving into a couple of sun salutations. On an in-breath, reach your arms up. As you breathe out, forward fold. Half lift on your inhale. Step or hop back into your plank, lowering down as you breathe out. On the in-breath, chest lifts, shoulders to spine, and then keep breathing as you take it back to hold your downwards facing dog. Check the alignment of feet and hands. Knees pointing straight forwards, same as your toes. Heels pointing straight back behind the ankles. And look forwards, travel feet to the top of the mat and sink down as you breathe out. On an inhale, rising up to standing, exhaling hands to center. On your in-breath, stretch back up again. As you breathe out, forward fold. On the inhale, lengthen the chest forward, and then taking it back into your plank again, lowering with the exhale, curling up on your inhale. And when you're ready, pressing back to hold your down dog again. And now when you take feet to hands, we're going to bring the feet to touch each other at the top of the mat. Big toes and heels together. On an in-breath, float up, palms touch over your head. Exhale, hands to chest. From here, we're going to move into a twisting chair. So bending into knees, right elbow over the left thigh. Lift your left elbow straight up over the right elbow. And you're welcome to look to the floor or to the left or up over that left elbow. Keep sinking backs of the thighs down parallel to the floor. On an in-breath, come up to standing. On an out-breath, twist to the opposite side, left elbow down. Sit down nice and deep in the knees and don't twist your hips off to the left. Keep your hips straight back behind your knees. Right elbow straight up over the left. And then straight into your forward fold, holding onto calves or ankles. Squeeze yourself in tight over your legs. Relax the shoulders and relax your neck here. And now we're going to make our way back into down dog. From down dog, stepping right foot forward to your lunge, heel under front knee. When you lift, bringing hands to your chest. We're taking it straight into another twist. Left elbow over the right thigh. Lifting your right elbow up at a diagonal angle to the left elbow. Stretch the left knee straight. Lengthen through the top of your head. And taking palms to the ground. Either right leg into plank or slide back and up to your down dog splits. Keep the foot nice and active if you've got the leg lifted as you flow yourself through your transition. From down dog, left foot forwards, heel under that front knee. When your chest goes up, bringing hands together at your heart, wrap your right elbow over the left thigh or knee. So forearms at a diagonal angle. Back knee nice and straight. Taking palms to the ground, left leg to down dog or down dog splits, or into your plank, and then flowing through in your own time with your breath, traveling all the way back to downwards dog. From down dog, step walk or jump your feet forward to your hands and melt down over thighs. On an inhale, coming all the way up, release the arms down. Straight back up again as you breathe in. Exhale to melt down over your thighs. After you lengthen, traveling straight back to downwards dog. Another twisting lunge coming up. Right foot forward. Keep left hand on the mat. Right arm up over the left arm. Maybe looking up to your top thumb. Keep sinking the right thigh down as the right shoulder goes up. Now we're going to keep legs in the lunge. Lift your arms up to warrior one. From warrior one, arms opening to full warrior two. Turn the left heel in and down. Right arm reaches forward. Lean back towards your left waist and hip with those arms parallel to the ground. From here, we're shifting onto the right foot. We're moving into our half moon. Once you're balanced, check that you haven't turned your right toes out. They should be pointing straight to the front of your mat. Keep hugging your inner thighs tight to your leg bones. And then dropping left foot down to the mat, standing forward bend. Half lift, stretch the chest forward, and take it back into down dog again. Straight into your twisting lunge, left foot forward, right hand on the ground under your shoulder, left arm straight up over the left shoulder. Maybe looking up to your left fingers. Now legs stay as they are, and we're sweeping arms up. Warrior one, arms. Opening up into your warrior two, turn that right heel in and down. Don't move the left knee as you change the upper body. Sit your weight back into your right ribs and into the right leg and hip. And make sure that your left toes don't turn in or out. Squeeze them into the mat as you shift forward into your half moon on the other side. Flex your ankle on that right foot. Keep the legs both nice and strong. And then releasing, hand down, foot down. We're rising up to standing. We're going to stay standing for a balance. Hands come down to chest. So, balancing on the left leg first. Keep your left toes pointing straight forward. Bringing your right knee up to your chest. From there, either holding onto your right shin or knee with your left hand and bringing right hand onto the right hip. Now, baby, that's enough for you. Maybe you want to go further and reach down for the outer edge of that right foot with your left fingers. Then trying to lift your chest, don't forward bend here. And maybe stretching heel forward, maybe the knee stays bent. Maybe you can get the leg straight. Last thing to do is take your right arm back behind you, or maybe turn your head to look over your right fingers. Now when you come out, do it carefully with control. Try not to fall out of the pose. Right foot down to the mat. And check that your right toes point straight forwards. We're going to bring the left knee up. We're holding onto the left shin with the right fingers, bringing your left hand to your left hip. And maybe that's where you stay on this side. It might be different for you on each side, and that's absolutely fine. Or maybe you're going for the outer edge of your foot with your right fingers, not the inner edge, outer edge. Maybe lifting the heel and keeping the knee bent, or stretching your legs straight. And maybe taking left arm back behind you so you're nice and open in the chest. And the last challenge is to turn and look over your back fingers or thumb. Very carefully come out. Try to keep your balance as you untwist and take the foot down to the ground. On an in-breath, reach your arms overhead. On your exhale, fold down. After you lengthen, take yourself back into downwards facing dog. From down dog, stepping right foot forwards for a twisting triangle. Turn the left heel in and down to the mat. So back foot is at 45 degrees, both knees straight. Left hand stays on the mat or on your ankle or shin. And then twist right arm up. And like your twisting lunges, you're welcome to look up to your top fingers or thumb. Keep moving your hips towards the left side of the mat as your chest moves to the right. From here, we're going to go into a twisting half moon, so keep looking down to the ground for balance as you shift to the next pose. Take your weight onto the right foot, reach the left arm forward, and as the left foot goes up, flex your ankle and stretch the knee straight if you can. Right hand can always be on your hip for balance. And now from here, try not to touch the floor. We're going to come all the way through to standing knee to chest. Find your center. And then keep holding your shin with your right fingers, left hand to left hip. Maybe reaching down for your foot with your right hand. And maybe stretching your leg up and reaching the arm back again. Now the challenge again is to try not to touch the floor. We're going to go straight into our twisting half moon. Folding forward, left hand to the ground, right arm up to the sky. Flex that left ankle. Squeeze the right big toe down. Keep breathing. From here, we're going to take left foot back and down into a lunge, knee to the mat, arms up to warrior one. Check that right heel is under your right knee. And then taking hands to the mat, either stepping into plank or floating the right leg back and up and taking a transition. From your down dog, we're taking a twisting triangle. Left foot steps forward, right heel turns in and down to the mat. We're keeping right hand on the floor or on ankle or shin and taking the left arm up over your shoulder. Keep pressing that back heel firmly down into the mat. Now looking down at the ground, move your weight onto that left foot and then coming into your twisting half moon. As the right leg lifts, flex your ankle, keep the right toes and knee pointing to the mat. From here, try not to touch the floor. We're coming all the way through to standing. Keep breathing. Knee into your chest. Lift it up high. Keep holding shin or knee with the left hand. Right hand to the right hip. And we're reaching down maybe for the foot. And then lifting the foot and maybe kicking it straight. Last thing is to reach back with that right arm and look back to your fingers. Now we're going to try not to touch the floor with that right foot. You start to fold forward. We bring right hand to the ground, left arm back up into your twisting half moon. Carefully stepping back into your lunge with the right toes, knee down to the mat, sweeping arms up to the sky, warrior one arms. And then palms down, either breathing your left leg into your plank or flying back and up to down dog splits. And then following your breath all the way through your back bend, back to hold your down dog. From down dog, we're taking another low lunge. Step your right foot forward and drop your knee to the ground. When you lift your chest, you're going to bring hands to your heart and take a twist. Left elbow over the right thigh. Those forearms again are at a diagonal. Don't dip your left shoulder down below the level of your right thigh or knee. Maybe looking back over the right elbow to complete the twist through your neck to the top of your head. And taking arms up to warrior one. And from here, opening to warrior two. Right arm forward, left arm back. Maybe pressing your knee open with your forearm or both arms parallel to the floor. Keep the elbows straight. And really twisting your ribs all the way around from that twist that we just did on the other side. Circling hands over to the mat. Right leg swings back and up. Down dog splits. Holding it here. Bend your knee. Open the front of the thigh. Release the right groin. And then taking the right foot down. Or stepping left foot up. Right knee to the mat. When your chest lifts, hands to heart. And twist right elbow over left thigh. Forearms at a diagonal angle. Maybe looking back over that left elbow. Then we're going up to warrior one again. Arms to the sky. And then to warrior two. Left arm forward, right arm back. You can press that left knee open with your forearm or have arms parallel to the floor, but keep those elbows nice and straight. Full twist all the way around with your ribs. And then take hands to the mat and swing that left leg back and up, bending the left knee. Hold it there. Lift the hip and the thigh up super high. And dropping your foot down to the ground. From here, big step forward with your right foot. Walk hands to the left side of your mat and turn the feet parallel. Reach your arms back and interlace your fingers behind your back. Hang your head down fully and fully relax your neck. Fully relax your face. And taking hands down to the mat, the heel toe feet in, and come straight down to sitting. into your Upavishta wide legs. Twist your chest around towards the left. Slide the left hand down the outside of your leg and then cross the right hand to the inside. Press back and down with your left sits bone and the top of the thigh and the top of the hip in that hip crease. Ground that down. Keep twisting your chest towards your right knee. And then don't look down at your leg because that will encourage a rounding in the spine. Look forwards towards your foot. Making your way back to center. Twist to the left, hooking right fingers over the left thigh, and then sliding your hand down the outside of your leg. So wherever you can, left hand crosses over to the inside. Press back and down with the right thigh, and we push from the top of the thigh to ground the hamstrings. Keep twisting your ribs to square towards that left leg. Look towards your left foot. And making your way back to center. And we're going to come to Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together. Your heels don't have to be in really close. They can be a little bit further away from you. And then taking your chest forward. And once more, don't look at your chest. Don't look at your feet. Look in front of your toes to help lengthen your spine and to help lengthen the sides of the neck. Coming up, stretch your legs straight. One last forward fold before Shavasana. Reaching forwards. Lengthen towards your ankles with your heart. With each exhale, softening into the shoulders, softening the armpits. Keep relaxing into your chest and your upper back as well. Breathing them soft. And then from here, we're going to make our way up and down onto our backs for Shavasana. You're welcome to hug your knees once you're down on your back for a few breaths. Rock around a little bit if you need to. And then get yourself as comfortable as possible. Shift your body around. And then allow yourself to completely relax. Let your eyelids relax. And sink your eyes into the back of your skull. And now taking in a deep breath, reach your arms out over your head, stretch your body open. Maybe hugging your knees again. From here, rocking yourself up to sitting. Thanks, everyone. Well done. Namaste.